Alright, we are back, and we are doing a Jason tier list. We are doing a Jason tier list. So, since there's 19 Jasons, we're gonna go 1 minute for every Jason. 1 minute for every Jason. And yeah, we're ranking them. 1 minute for every Jason. 1 minute for every Jason. Because there were 19 Jasons in CFG. Can't pour screen. So, just gotta. So it doesn't take long. Alright, so let's do part two. We're on my order. Part two. Part two, I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good. I think he's decent. I think he's like below decent. Wait, hold on, sorry. I think he's like a below decent. He's not that good, but he's not that bad. So he has, I would say his strengths and weaknesses. Can run. That's great. That's great. People underestimate that stat. It could just put pressure on counselors. Very much. And actually, some Jasons, and it's good against some counselors because some counselors can't outrun a can run Jason. The only counselors who can do it, I believe, is 8 speed and above while jogging. And just can't run is just great. And if you can't run, then someone like Kenny or someone like AJ can just outrun you by jogging. Yeah, just by jogging. So yeah. And we have, I think, yeah, we have traps. That's not that much of a good skill. Good stat. I mean, that's not that good. Then we have what is that? We have can. No, we have morph. That's a great stat. Being able to morph anywhere, long distances around the map is great. It's great. But yeah, this is when he comes down. He comes down. He's decent strengths. But yeah, I think this is when he comes down. Is minus shift. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, minus shift. Um, minus shift. That is just horrible, bro. It's just horrible. Minus shift is just bad. It's just bad. Hold on. I just want to see his strengths. I just want to see his strengths and his weaknesses. So yes, Ken. Yeah, minus shift. So minus shift is just horrible, bro. It's not as bad in regular game. I mean, in CFG than regular game. In base game, I would have ranked him like almost D tier, almost D tier. And he has minus defense. That means his mask can come off more more easily, more easily. It can come off more easily, and it is more susceptible to kill squads. Then we have water speed. That's not that bad. To be honest, water speed, I don't really care about water speed that much. The only reason I care about water speed is if there's a boat, which, if you're playing small maps only, water speed does not matter at all. Literally doesn't matter. The only reason, or like way I would say water speed matters, is just if someone's running like a water speed build as counselor, but no one really does that. No one does that. So yeah, I will put Jason in the. Oh no, sorry. Part two in the C tier. Maybe at the bottom. I mean, not the bottom. Like at the second of C tier. That's it. But now we have part three. Now, I shouldn't have to say why he's good, but he is good. S tier. I will say why part two is. No, part three is so good. He has can run. I already told you with part two. Amazing stat. That's good. But he also has weapon strength. Now, weapon strength is, I think the best stat in the game because counselors who don't have thick skin, well, most counselors have thick skin. He has, they can get hit. They can get go limp in 2 hits. So one hit will not get them limp, but two will. If they have thick skin, they can take 2 hits, which everyone runs thick skin. But 3 hits, they can only take 2 hits if they have thick skin. That means you burn sprays more often. You can kill players easier, and you can make them limp easier. Burn sprays, all of that good stuff. And then he has grip strength. Grip strength doesn't matter at all. It really does. It doesn't. You're not breaking out of Jason's grasp, unless the Jason just doesn't know what they're doing, or it's just a a bug, just a bug. Or if someone just jail techs with grip strength, but that doesn't matter. People use Chad for that, so it can last longer. But yeah, and then his weaknesses. They are manageable. Stun resistance. That's not that bad of a stat. Stun resistance isn't that bad of a stat. Takes longer duration to stun, and you are more susceptible to getting stunned, which isn't that bad. Honestly, on part 3, I don't know if it's bugged, but I barely noticed stun resistance. Like, I feel like this Jason has normal or even plus stun resistance. I don't know. He just doesn't get stunned often. I feel like, as my by my playing. Now we have his sense, reduced effectiveness. Just minus sense. He has minus sense. That does not matter at all, unless like just for some reason you don't see like an AJ or something hiding in the other corner of the map. But you will. And then he has minus stock. It really doesn't matter unless you want to catch someone off guard in like a house, scare him. But for a comp, it really doesn't matter. So we have part 3 in S tier. Now we have part 4. Now I only played part 4 sometimes. Where is he? So I can put my. He is in the back. Part 4. I don't really care all too for part 4. He just has. It's just always Jasons that have good strengths but horrible weaknesses. Let's go over him. Part 4. Can run. That is a good stat. What I said, just good stat for pressuring. And then he has weapon strength. Perfect. Good stat. Good 2 stats right there. Now destruction. Destruction isn't really that bad. There is a tip that can happen that you could do against a destruction Jason. You could literally just not lock doors, because it only takes one more hit for him to break down the door, which only saves you about 2 or 3 seconds, which isn't really that much in the long term. So against a plus destruction Jason, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Against even a decent counselor, it's not going to matter. It's not. So then we have, what is his weaknesses? Hold on. Let me look this up, y'all. What are his weaknesses? I forgot. Let's see. Minus shift. That's horrible. This is where this Jason suffers, honestly. This is where his Jason suffers. Shift, I told you already, this is horrible. Overall duration and overall range is basically decreased, which means counselors with lower speed can, dodge your shift a little bit more easily. Not too easily, because you still go fast in it, but still though. And he has minus traps. Now, I don't think minus traps is horrible as adjacent, to be honest. It's horrible, not too horrible. If it was like a minus trap weakness, I would place it like an S tier. I mean, no, like if we were making a minus stat weakness, like tier list, I would place it like around A, like at the below of A. It's not that bad. And we have water speed, the same. It doesn't really matter. And if you're playing on small maps, it literally does not matter. Literally doesn't, because a boat never spawns in small maps. So yeah, I am placing part 4, I think, in the back of C tier. I think, or in like the middle, or almost the back. I think part 2 is a little bit better, honestly, just for objectives and stuff. I think he's just a little bit better than part 4. To be honest, part 2 is just a little bit better, just a little bit. Now we have Dream. We have Dream. So we have Dream Jason. I played this guy, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, hold on, give me a second, y'all. So he has plus morph. I just have to bring it up. Plus morph. Just again, plus morph is great. It's like an A tier stat. You can move around the map quickly, cover really long distances with morph, and that is just great, man. It's great. Plus morph actually speeds up games, because you could travel around the map easier, find people more easier, and just has a lot of good benefits. So that's good. That's one of his good strengths. Weapon strength. That is great. He has the number 1 stat in the game for Jason plus that, and he has around third, the number third best stat in the game, or number four. I would place like Morph number 3, honestly, which is good. And stock doesn't mean anything, so we're just gonna skip over that. Stock doesn't mean nothing. We have weaknesses. Shift. Wait, does he have shift? Or am I tweaking? Hold on. I might have to. Sorry, y'all. I just need to see y'all. Because it did not work. I forgot. Where is it? Excuse me? I forgot, bro. I actually forgot his stats, to be honest. Can I see that? Hold on. I don't know. I can't find it. Yo, sorry for that. Sorry for that, y'all. Well, I need to do this, y'all. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer. The other ones will take faster, don't worry. Much faster. Oh, so yes, can't run. Can't run, it isn't that bad. I mean, if you have like another good shift or another ability that lets you get around more, that's not that bad. So can't run is pretty good. It is not that bad of a weakness, I mean. And minus grip trick doesn't matter, but this kind of matters. Less hit points. Now, less hit points is worse than defense, I'm pretty sure. Now that means people can unmask you faster. So if you get rocking a Bugsy with that does heavy attacks and has damage perks on, that mask is gonna go bye bye. It's just the truth, man. That mask is gonna come off very fast, even without heavy attacks, even with light attacks. If you have a machete, Bugsy with a machete and damage perks. And then people like a coordinated team who just runs friendship, dude, and there's like 7 or 5 people attacking you, yeah, that mask is gonna come off very quick, like very quick. So yeah, that's the only thing bad about Dream. I'm gonna be honest, it's the only thing bad. But yeah, I would put Dream, I think, at like the back. Is he A tier or is he B tier? If you're blocking though, so less hit points doesn't really matter though. Honestly, less hit points doesn't really matter. If you're blocking, I think go ahead and put him A tier. I think he's A. Now we have part 5, Jason. Honestly, I think part 5 is really good. Let's see. Let's look at his strengths. Throwing knives. Perfect stat. Perfect. That means you can injure counselors more often. You could burn their sprays more often. And you could perform combos more often, basically. You can combo, you can knife, shift, slash, or you could knife, or no, you could slash, knife, slash, and you could do that way more often, which feels amazing in game. So you can what am I talking about? You could do combos more often, you can burn sprays more often, you can injure people more often. That's perfect. Great. Now we have, what is it called? Well, let's see. Now we have stock. Stock doesn't mean anything. We're just going to go past that. Can run. Told you again, it's a great stat. It's a great stat to have. Just good. Now, what's going on to his weaknesses? Defense. Defense, again, like hit points, it does matter, but not to the degree that y'all think. It only matters if you're honestly off host. I'm gonna be honest, if you're on host and you're a good Jason and you're blocking, it really doesn't matter. Honestly, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Now, grip strength. I told you doesn't matter. And the same with stun resistance. It really doesn't matter, honestly. The only like case I would say, if 5 people are grouping up, 5 Bugsies before, and they all have machetes and friendship, then that's when stun resistance and defense kind of matters. But you never go against that. So I think he is at like the top of S. I think he's like right over here. He's basically S tier, I would say. He has a normal shift, normal everything except his weaknesses. So yeah, if he has a normal shift, normal morph, yeah, I think he is good. And normal weapon strength. Actually, I don't know. I think he might be like at the top of A tier. Yeah, he's at the top. Now we have part 6 Jason. Now part 6, I don't part 6 is good, but he's not that good. Let's go over his strengths. Hold on, give me a second. All right. His strength, throwing knives. Just like I said with part 5, great. But the only thing, where is he? The only thing is that since he can't run, he can't put pressure on counselors, and he can't put pressure when they're limp or when they're burning through sprays. But the thing that part 5 is really good at, if you know someone is on their last throwing knife before they're injured, before they're limp, you can throw it, then immediately shift on them. Like you can knife shift, and then you can basically kill them, honestly, before they even can spray. That's the only thing, because he has his other strength, which we will go over. But throwing knives, great. Just like I said. Now we have sense. Sense doesn't matter at all. Plus sense does not matter at all. It like helps you find counselors more easily, though. That's the other thing. Mid game, like early game. Early game, it helps you find counselors easy, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Now we have his last strength, shift, which is great, bro. Which is great. Plus shift is great, man. Just like I said, if you know someone is on their last throwing knife, while blocking or without, then that person, if you land that throwing knife and shift, they are dead because they can't spray fast enough. So yeah, that is just great. Shift lets you have a longer range with your shift, and it lasts a longer, which helps you catch counselors who are far away or counselors who have high speed, like Chad, Vanessa, and Bugsy. Helps you catch those counselors more easily when they're like juking you and stuff. They're trying to dodge you. Then we have, now let's go on to his weaknesses. His weaknesses are manageable, I'm gonna be honest. Minus defense. Minus defense isn't that bad, to be honest. Just like I said, if you're blocking and you're a good Jason, it really doesn't matter. Now, can run, that stat doesn't matter. Not that bad. On this Jason, it really doesn't matter because he has plus shift, and that's just obviously a great stat to have. Can't run, really doesn't matter. Now, the only thing bad about this Jason and his weaknesses is his morph. His morph is pretty bad. It's minus morph. So that means he has to rely on his shift ability to get around, which is not that good because he could just morph because that shift only recharges, and morph, no, shift only goes a range. So that's the only thing about minus morph. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put this Jason in around, I think at like second A tier, I think. Yeah, I think second A tier. Yeah, second A tier. Alright. Yeah. Actually, is Dream better than part 6? Nah, I think part 6 is better, yeah. Okay, now we have part 7. Now, I'm gonna do this quickly because time's running out. I don't want the video to be too long. Part 7. Where's part 7? Where is he? I need to find him first. Alright, he's right here. Part 7. Now, he was horrible in base game. He was absolutely horrible in base game. He's not that bad. Not that bad. He's actually pretty good. Let's go over his strengths. Rage. That means your rage comes back quicker. You get rage quicker, yeah. So if people are beating on you, like really a lot, and you're blocking, and you will get rage really, really fast, which is great. You basically can enter houses basically instantly. You can press endure. It's just rage is a great stat. I think a rage is a good stat. And water speed. Water speed as a strength doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be honest. The only reason it matters, I actually put plus water speed above, minus water speed, or above some strengths like destruction, because on big maps, like Jarvis House, even Higgins, you can do it. You can actually, and Pinehurst, especially Pinehurst, you can get around with water speed when your shift is down and your morph is down, which is very good. Now he has plus weapon strength. Very good stat. Told you, especially on this Jason. And then let's go over his weaknesses. Can't run. Not that bad. Told you. He has water speed, so you kind of have to take an account of his water speed. Like, use it more, because he can't run. And then so it's not that bad of a stat. He has minus traps. Now that hurts him. It really does. That hurts him, but it's not horrible, because you could just double trap phone, put one trap with the 4-seater, and I think you're good for the game. You just have to kill people very fast before you can. This Jason can do it, though, just a little bit. Because he has weapon strength and stuff. Stun resistance. It doesn't matter if you're on host and blocking. Off host, it kind of matters. But if you're not on a horrible ping, then I think you're good. And if you're a good Jason. So this Jason, I think he's at, like, the back of 8. Like, actually the back. I think Dream is better than part 8. I mean, no, part 7, but yeah. Now, speaking of part 8, we have part 8 Jason. Where is he? He's hiding, bro. He's hiding. Where is he? Bro, where is he? Oh, he's right there. So we have part 8 Jason. Part 8 Jason has water speed. So part 8 has water speed, destruction, stocks, minus sense, minus can't run, minus grip train. Let's go over water speed, shall we? Water speed, told you it's good on big maps and stuff. It's not really good on, like, pack and stuff. So it's only good on certain maps. Now, destruction, it's not that good of a stat, to be honest. I told you, they could just not lock doors, not barricade it. No, I mean not barricade it. And destruction really does matter, because it only takes one more hit to destroy it, which doesn't really matter. Plus stock. Doesn't matter, really. Honestly, this Jason is not that good, to be honest. It's just like, this Jason kind of has decent strengths and decent weaknesses. Like, he's a middle of the road. Like, he has not so good strengths and not so good weaknesses. That's basically what it is. So let's go over his weaknesses. Minus sense. Told you, doesn't really matter. Can't run. That hurts. That very hurts. Hurts him. But with water speed, and if you're on a big map, if you're on a small map, doesn't matter. Can't run. Hurts you a lot. But can't run, hurts him. Grip strength doesn't matter, so throw out the window. And so let's see. No, I think he's at like the back of B. I think he's at like the back of B. Now we have part 9 Jason. Part 9 Jason. We have part 9 Jason. Strength. For strengths, we have shift. Shift is great all around. Told you. Stun resistance. Plus stun resistance. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. If you're blocking, you're not going to get stunned if you're a good Jason. And you're on host. Definitely if you're not on host. If you're off host, it kind of matters. But no, it doesn't. So yeah. Then we have plus stock. Doesn't matter. Throw out the window. Really doesn't matter in most scenarios. His weaknesses. Can't run. That isn't that bad. That wasn't that bad, especially when he has plus shift. Doesn't matter. Less hit points. I don't know. If you're blocking, you're good. Don't worry. If you're blocking and you're on host, and even if you're off host and you have a good ping, it really doesn't matter. So less hit points doesn't really matter. Minus traps. Now this Jason can actually kill people really quick. Honestly, because he has plus shift, he gets shift quicker and earlier in the game. Minus traps doesn't really matter for him, to be honest, because he's just an oppressive Jason. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna put this Jason in like the front of A tier. I think. No, I think at the front, like the very front of B. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think part 9's better than part 8. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think part 8 is better than him, to be honest. Part 9, I mean, is better than part 8. Yep. Now we have getting to the newer Jasons. Pre-Uber. We have pre-Uber. Pre-Uber. So let's go over him, shall we? Pre-Uber Jason. Plus stun resistance. Doesn't matter if you're blocking and you're a good Jason and you're on host or off host. Doesn't really matter. We have plus morph. That is good. That is very good. That is very good. That is very good. You just go morph around the map more quicker. Matches get faster. Go faster because you can get around the map quicker and stuff. And then we have plus stock. Doesn't matter. So basically, he has 2 strengths. Now we have his weaknesses. His weaknesses aren't that bad, to be honest. Can't run. Doesn't really matter. But it doesn't really matter if I have like a movement ability, which is morph. Is third best down in the game, so it doesn't really matter. Plus minus sense doesn't matter. So yeah, none of these doesn't really matter. But his last strength is the more hurting weakness, water speed. Now water speed, I told you, it's kind of like a one thing with plus water speed. If you're on a small map, water speed does not matter if you have it for weaknesses. Now, if you're on a big map, it does hurt you. It really hurts you. Now, if you have a small map, it doesn't matter. So if you have a small map, it's bad. Big map, no. Yeah, small map, it really doesn't matter. Big map, that hurts. So this Jason, I've played this Jason only a couple times. And the ones I did, he's not that good. I think I put him at the back of B. He's not that good. Now we have Freddy versus Jason. Now I might get a lot of hate. Actually, no, let's go Uber. Let's go Uber. Sorry, y'all. Let's go Uber. So we're going like part 2 to all the way. So we have Uber plus defense. Plus defense. Plus defense doesn't really matter if you're blocking. Now his second strength, weapon strength. That is a good stat for him. Plus rage 2. This Jason's a beast in combat. He is really hard to kill because of his plus defense, plus weapon strength, plus rage. Can't really beat on him if he's blocking. Like if he just holds block, you can't really beat on him, to be honest. And even if they get in a few sneaky hits, he has plus defense anyways. And he builds his rage faster. So that's very good. Now his weaknesses, can't run, doesn't really matter. And then again with water speed, doesn't really matter if you're on a small map. It really doesn't. Because you're not going to be using the water a lot, especially on pack small. And then minus morph. That hurts him. He can't run, but doesn't have any like plus shift or plus morph. So that's pretty bad. So that doesn't really that hurts him. That hurts him a lot. I think this Jason, he's in like the actually, yeah. Actually, I don't know. I think he's in like the back of A. I'm gonna be honest. Is he in the back of A? I don't know. Yeah, I think he's in the back of A. I think so. Yeah, he's in the back of A, I think. Yep. Yeah, he's in the back of A. Okay. Freddy versus Jason. Finally. This Jason is decent. I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but he's not that good, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think he's that good. So, just for that, I'll go over strength. Destruction doesn't matter, basically. Against noob counselors, maybe. But against good counselors, it really doesn't matter. Now, weapon strength. That's a good strength. Combined with more hit points, he's, again, like Uber, he's elite in combat. Now, let's go over his weaknesses. Can't run. Doesn't matter. Especially with weapon strength. Especially with more hit points and destruction. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Destruction isn't that good, but combined with like the weaknesses, can't run, you're fine. Water speed doesn't matter. Told you. Only matters on big maps. Now, a little bit. Now, minus traps doesn't matter a lot. But since this Jason can't run and he doesn't have no thing, it matters for him a little bit. Even though he has my plus weapon strength, he can't really get to you that fast. He could kill you fast, but he can't get to you that fast. So that's why. So this Jason is not that good, I think. I'd say he's better than like part 8 though. Part 8, I think. He just has no way to get to you. Like honestly, from a distance, he doesn't have plus throwing knives. So yeah, he really doesn't have plus throwing knives. So yeah. Next we have Reboot. I wait. No, we have MKX. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Maybe I don't know. MKX. Where's MKX? Where's MKX? Right here. MKX. Plus can run, great. Plus rage, decent. It isn't that good, but plus endure. Now I love plus endure. It gives you more haste, I think, or it gives you haste and a longer duration, and it comes back quicker. That is great. That is great. And most games, unless it's very very compy, you get rage pretty quick. Like most games, like counselors are not smart they're here, so they're just go to you in a group, try to beat you up, and then you kill all of them, or one counselor will just keep on beating on you. And most games, what is it called? That just rage, you get rage pretty quick, especially with plus rage. Those weaknesses, water speed. Isn't that bad? I told you that strength. If you're playing on Pack Small or something like that, or even Higgins, uh, Higgins Small or Crystal Lake Small, it really doesn't matter. Maybe on Crystal Lake more. It matters more on Crystal Lake Small than Higgins or Pack. But yeah, water speed doesn't really matter. On large maps, it can matter though. Minus traps doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter because he can't kill him that quick because basically for the half of the game he really doesn't have what is it called? He doesn't really have anywhere to like any way to kill the counselors. And combined with his other minus stat, he minus traps hurts this Jason, honestly. Minus throwing knives. Now minus throwing knives, that means you start with 0 plus the 2 in the shack. So you have 2 knives to start off with. Now the reason I rank this stat lower in weaknesses than other people is because you can find knives over around the map. That's what people say, but if you know the knife spawns, and roughly after every kill, if you use like 3 or 2 knives, roughly you only use 3 knives for one person, mostly, or 4. After that, you could just go find more knives, and then just do that. Repeat that for every counselor. So minus knives does not really matter that much. It does matter. Like it's above A minus in the weaknesses. No, above like B in the weaknesses. It's like A. It's hurting, but it's not that hurting. So I think this Jason, honestly, especially with the new Endure and Rage buff or Rage buff, the new patch, I think he's like, if you play him right, he can honestly be better than Uber. I stand by that. I don't care. He can honestly be better than Uber. I'm gonna be honest. Now we have reboots. We actually have reboot now. Reboots. Reboot is fun to play, man. Also, I'm gonna kind of be a little bit biased because Chase Me. I love his Chase music so much. Can run. Let's go over it. Can run. Great. I told you. It's just great. You can put pressure on counselors more. You can go out, like move faster around the map if you don't have shift or morph. So yeah, then plus traps. Now that matters. That matters especially on this Jason, and it's actually good on this Jason. Traps. This is like the best Jason where I think traps suit him the most because he has plus rage. That means he can prevent objectives for longer. Then he basically waits for his rage, and then he has traps and rage have like a combo. Traps prevent counselors from doing objectives, and rage, once the objectives are done, probably you have rage, and rage is one of the best abilities, or one of the best things in the game. Now minus water speed doesn't matter, really doesn't. Minus sense. Now minus sense doesn't matter. I told you. Minus stun resistance doesn't matter. If you're a good Jason, this Jason is elite. So I think he's honestly better than Dream. I think he's better than Dream. Honestly, I think he's better than Dream, bro. So yeah, we have 2017 Jason. Oh wait, no, we have Savini. Never mind. Now Savini. Savini is obviously great. I'm just gonna throw him into S. He's obviously, I don't like playing him, but he's great. I know he is. I don't think I need to explain. I'm gonna keep it very short. I'm gonna keep it very short. This hold on, where is it? Plus shift, told you. Plus shift and plus weapon strength. That means you can kill people very quickly, especially with plus destruction. This Jason, people like this Jason because you can kill counselors very, very fast. But yeah. Now his minus water speed doesn't matter because he has plus shift. He can get that plus shift on Savini is crazy. And can run. Now this is the only stat that's bad, but he has plus shift. But if he had plus can run instead of destruction, he would be the best Jason in this game. He would. Now minus grip strength, it doesn't matter. So just throw that out the window. And yeah, he's on the back. I don't think he's better than part 3. I think part 3 is a little bit better than Savini, so that's why I'm putting part 3 above. Now we finally have 2017. 2017. I feel like this Jason isn't that good. I'm gonna throw him. I played him before. I played him actually numerous times. I don't think he's that good. I'm gonna put him like, yeah, I like the back of B. He's not that good. Plus stock, not doesn't matter. Plus defense really doesn't matter either. If you're blocking a good Jason, plus morph matters though. Plus morph is very good, very good. Told you. Minus can't run. That's not that bad since he has plus morph. But in chase, he doesn't have nothing. So like you doesn't have plus throwing knives. That keeps him away from A. Honestly, that's why. And minus endure. That means you gain no haste. You gain no haste, and it's shorter, and it takes longer to come back, which is not that good. I don't like that. Minus sense. Now minus sense. Minus sense doesn't matter. I told you. So yeah, this Jason's around like B. I'd say. Now we got Ghost Jason. Ghost Jason is really good, man. He has Myers Destruction, catch people off guard, and he has plus knives. That's great. Now his last strength, Morph. Great. Told you. Weaknesses, stun resistance. Doesn't matter. Told you. If you're on host, doesn't matter at all. Can't run. It doesn't really matter. On this Jason, doesn't matter because he has plus throwing knives and plus morph. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Minus script train, told you, doesn't matter. You could just kill a player as soon as you get it if you have the choke kill added. Doesn't matter. So yeah, this Jason, where is he? Ghost Jason. I think he's almost A, honestly. I think he's around like here though. Yeah. Is he better than part 5? Um Nah, actually I think part 5 is a little bit better than him, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Now we got McFarlane Jason. Our first Jason in D. I'm sorry, McFarlane. McFarlane is just it's horrible, bro. I'm sorry. Plus defense doesn't matter. Plus hit points doesn't really matter. It matters not as much if you're blocking in your autos or if you have a good ping and you're blocking. And you're blocking a lot. Plus morph, that matters a lot. But this Jason's this guy, bro. Sorry for the background noise. Um McFarlane can't run. That really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Really. Oh no, yeah, can't run. This is what hurts Jason. He's like a slow moving tank basically. Minus rage. Minus rage really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. But this Jason is hurt just by like he doesn't really have good strengths or good weaknesses. Honestly. He doesn't have good strengths or weaknesses. Or bet he has horrible weaknesses, but uh horrible strengths. So yeah, he's just bad, to be honest. Now we have Nicotero Jason. This Jason is honestly slept on. I'm gonna be honest. I think this Jason's like right over here. I think he's around par. Yeah, I think he's I think Reboot's a little bit better. I think he's better than Dream though. He's definitely better than Dream. He's just below reboot though. Yeah, let's see his strengths. Plus stunners doesn't matter, but he has can run and plus morph, which is very good. Very good to have. Very good combo. He can get around the map more with those combos. That combo, can run and plus morph, can get around more easily. And he can kill players more often. No, he could pressure counters more with that. Minus hit points. Doesn't really matter again, but his mask is super weak though. But if you're blocking, like most of the time playing Scummy, it doesn't matter. Now minus grip strength doesn't matter. Minus water speed doesn't matter. Again, only on big maps it kind of matters a lot, and on some small maps, but really it doesn't matter, to be honest. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, bro. And that's gonna be my Jason tier list. So this is it. See y'all later. See y'all later.